On this trip of a lifetime, the pristine landscapes of New Zealand. An island nation that holds the key to one man's heritage that he's waited his entire life to see.
It's my Mount Everest.
But he won't just reconnect with the history of his tribe. He and his family will discover the extremes of a land that has spawned some of the world's most adventurous people.
Out of all the things that we've done, this is the only one I've been really scared of.
Experience New Zealand's bold culture, complex history, natural beauty, and a vacation this family will never forget. New Zealand's otherworldly scenery has long inspired adventure. Located in the southern hemisphere east of Australia, this small country's many islands have a total land area about the size of Colorado, contained mostly in the North and South Islands. But what New Zealand lacks in size, it makes up for in natural diversity. The climate ranges from the sub-Antarctic to the subtropical. Traveling the length of the country brings you from the North's warm beaches and volcanic hot springs to the South's snow-capped mountains and glacial fjords. There's a reason the country's scenery is so pristine. People have only lived on these islands for less than 1,000 years, when a group of Polynesian explorers known as the Maori first landed here. The earliest European settlers arrived less than 350 years ago. Together, these two peoples forged a unique identity that reflects the New Zealand of today, a diverse population of only 4 million, known worldwide by their distinctive national nickname, the kiwis, after the unique, puffy, flightless bird that lives only in these islands. The kiwis take great pride in their island's history and heritage. For Richard Wybrow, a chance to discover his Kiwi heritage firsthand would truly be a trip of a lifetime. Though he grew up in Canada, most of his relatives live in New Zealand. His Kiwi family tree traces back to historic Maori and European connections.
My family connections in New Zealand, everybody on my father's side. The earliest memory I have of New Zealand would be from watching old Super 8 movies. It was funny because apparently the camera they used was low on batteries or something. So everything was shot slow. So when we ended up playing it back, everything played back fast. So as a kid, my earliest sort of impressions of New Zealand were, these people are moving. These people are very busy. There's a lot going on in their lives.
You're not going to do that to our neighbors, are you? Make them watch home videos of our trip?
Absolutely.
Oh, goody.
Richard doesn't want to rediscover his Kiwi family on his own. He's bringing his own tribe with him on his trek halfway around the world. Wife Amy and 11-year-old daughter Cheyenne.
I'm excited to be traveling with my mom and dad. I'm glad to be able to share this experience with my family.
I'm just ecstatic that I get to share this experience with Cheyenne and with Richard. It's going to be something that we'll have forever.
As a person traveling to New Zealand, it's my Mount Everest, you know? I mean, it's something that I've always wanted to do.
The Travel Channel, along with Travel and Leisure magazine and American Express travel consultants, is ready to create an itinerary that Richard and his family will never forget.
New Zealand is known as an adventure destination. There's bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, sandboarding, but there's so much more in this country than just extreme sports. Planning a trip for the Wybrows allows Travel and Leisure to show the other side of New Zealand. The Maori heritage, the amazing wines, the unbelievable scenery. This is truly going to be a trip that excites all the senses.
We have a special treat for you today. We've got an upgrade for you to our business class section.
Oh, wow, thank you.
People think New Zealand is so far away, but in reality, it's a comfortable overnight flight from the west coast of the United States. And to make sure they get a good night's rest, the Wybrows will fly in business premier on Air New Zealand, a fantastic way to travel to the other side of the world.
We have 2 seats over here for you guys and another one over here as well. Is that okay?
That is fantastic.
Safe, wonderful. Good
Thank
help.
you, Graham.
Yeah, enjoy your flight.
Thank you.
So much.
To New Zealand.
After a relaxing 12-hour plane ride, the Wybrows arrive in New Zealand. The first stop on their itinerary is the Bay of Islands, where the Wybrows will get their first taste of Maori heritage at the Waitangi Treaty Grounds, New Zealand's preeminent historic site. Here in 1840, the Maori tribes and the British Crown forged the relationship that grew into a modern nation.
The treaty from a Maori perspective was a marriage license, but this would be a marriage without divorce. We have one treaty and one treaty only, and we are proud of that one treaty when we consider that many other Indigenous nations around the world have as many as 24 treaties in place. And this is the uniqueness of New Zealand, New Zealand history, and New Zealanders' heritage. So first of all, the processes that we're going through is called pōwhiri. It's an official welcome onto the marae. Because you're a tangata whenua of the people of the land, it's important that we acknowledge the spiritual realm, in particular your ancestors, your kindred dead, the spirits of whom we believe you bring with you when you visit in our spiritual houses.
Okay.
It acknowledges you as manuhiri, as a visitor, and it also gives you an honourable status.
Oh, wow.
The woman that's performing this welcome is simply calling them into the wharenui, the carved meeting house. This particular carved meeting house, it's the only meeting house in the country which represents all of the tribes of Maori. They will then be taken into the whareruinanga, and then he and his family will engage in a very important part of Maori culture, the hongi, the pressing of the nose and the forehead.
I'm watching the dancers and the callers speaking in a language we don't understand, and it's pure emotion and expression on their part. And it's something that I'm internalizing. And their eyes pop, or they're sticking their tongue out at you. And I know from the outside, a lot of people probably see that as something that startles them a little bit. But for me, I was charged by that. I'm Richard Wybrow of Naitahu, and I've come to New Zealand. I've come home, and I've brought my family with me. It was really beautiful to watch you do that. It meant a lot to me. And I'm really looking forward to proudly researching my Maori heritage while showing it to my family, my daughter, and my wife, while finally showing it to myself.
I think the performance was very touching, going deep into your heart. It was really nice. And I actually saw a couple of tears in my parents' eyes. My dad was really happy that he was welcomed into New Zealand in this way.
Not only is this trip going to be something that we'll remember for the rest of our lives, but I think that Maori side is going to always be with us. My favorite part was just being welcomed into the community, and now you're Maori. It's like being home, even though we've never been here before.
Next, the Wybrows set sail on their trip of a lifetime and make some new friends along the way. For years, Richard Wybrow has longed to connect to the kiwi side of the family. But he has never made it to Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud, until now. Richard, his wife Amy, and teenage daughter Cheyenne are just at the beginning of their unforgettable New Zealand holiday. They even have an expert guide to show them around. Anna Thomas from Tourism New Zealand will accompany them throughout their journey.
Welcome to the Bay of Islands. Now, I understand you've been to Waitangi. Now, I'm going to be your guide for the next 7 days.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show you the best of New Zealand. So, let's get going, and then I'll tell you a bit of the history of the Bay of Islands.
All right.
Okay.
Located off the eastern tip of the North Island, the Bay of Islands is one of New Zealand's most popular playgrounds. The warm climate, aquamarine waters, and sandy beaches envelop some 150 islands, and there's only one way to see them in style. A private catamaran is taking the Wybrows out in search of dolphins.
Stand at the front, surf the wave.
Spectacular. This is absolutely gorgeous, breathtaking.
I think Shy is taking over the ship.
She's having the time of her life. You know, for a place she's never been before, she's really making it her own.
I'm a natural.
As the new captain steers the ship, the more experienced skipper keeps her crew's eyes peeled for frisky sea mammals. If conditions permit, the family won't just get to search for dolphins, they'll get to swim with them.
What we're going to do is leave the wharf and head out through the Bay of Islands looking for the bottlenose dolphins. Because they are wild, they can be anywhere at any time during the day. And when we do find them, we have to assess the dolphin behaviour. If they're feeding, resting, or if they have babies, we can't swim. If none of those conditions apply, we can put you in the water.
Cheyenne, I saw them! No, there's 2 of them!
Is that ever cool?
Come here, honey, come here. They might come right up here to the front.
Yeah, wait till the little heads come out.
That would be great if they swim. Oh,
The bottlenose dolphin is the most common and well-known dolphin species. They inhabit warm and temperate seas worldwide.
Oh, there's 2 right here, Shay. There's 5 of them. There's 2 here and 3
Oh my gosh, look at them. Is that the coolest?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, that is so cool.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
They're coming up to the surface a lot.
Hey guys, this is a wet pond and it looks like they want to play with us. So
Okay.
put you in the water with
Did you hear us? We were calling to them.
Swimming with the dolphins, it doesn't sound real, you know, but we're really looking forward to it. I think Cheyenne has been most excited about that since we've been here.
Bottlenose dolphins are known for their friendly curiosity towards humans. Cheyenne hopes she's no exception.
Go straight at you now. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Swim right, guys. Swim right. Go, go, go. Straight in front of you. Swim out. Swim out. Swim hard out. Right in front of my boat. Right underneath you, guys. You got them.
This is very, very exciting. This is cool. I've never swum with dolphins before or seen them before.
You know, you can't help but look around and just be overwhelmed by this and just being in awe. And there is a chance that we can make this our home. And I think that's becoming very real. I really think it's becoming very real to us. Oh, that was awesome, huh? Here you go. This is to day 1.
After their amazing afternoon, the Wybrows sea legs are about to get a welcome rest at a one-of-a-kind resort that overlooks the Pacific Ocean.
Hello, John.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome. This is the Wybrow family.
Welcome.
This luxury resort offers spectacular 180-degree views of the Pacific Ocean and overlooks a championship golf course. There are 11 special cottages nestled on the edge of the native forest, and the Wybrows are booked into the very best one.
Come on in. We'd like to show you your home while you're staying with us.
Right. Wow, holy cow.
So this is your beautiful place that I hope you're going to enjoy.
The rustic decor of the owner's cottage is elegantly simple. The living room opens up to an infinity pool that faces the ocean on one side and a koi pond on the other. The house has 2 bedrooms complete with full baths.
Cottage, I don't think quite covers this.
Yeah.
More like an estate.
This is absolutely gorgeous. Not only have I never stayed in a place like this, I've never even seen a place like this before.
The cottage also boasts a full kitchen with a private chef for in-room dining, which is a must for the VIP guests this evening. The chef at Corey Cliffs uses fresh produce grown on the property, as well as local mussels from the coast.
It's really good paired with the freshness of this herb, whatever this is.
The mint. Starting off today, just landing and seeing the countryside, it was like opening the first page of a storybook.
I think storybook is a good way to describe it. It's like nothing you could imagine.
Oh, look at that. That's
White strawberry volcano.
That's great.
The entire dinner tonight was just amazing. You know, and beyond the fact that we can sit here in our own room and have it.
Next, the Wybrows go on a family pilgrimage to the south, where they are welcomed home by their tribe. Plus, feeling the kiwi spirit requires a real leap of faith. The islands of New Zealand are a mecca for nature lovers and adventurers. The Wybrow family has had a taste of the North Island's natural beauty, laid-back culture, and complex history. It's a new day, and the Wybrows' first stop showcases what the Kiwis are known for, a passion for eccentric, adventurous outdoor fun.
Sandboarding's pretty unique in New Zealand. Today we're going to take the Wybrow family across the Hokianga Harbour and up the sand dunes. We're going to put them on the boogie boards, which are about half the size of a surfboard, and they're going to surf down the sand dunes.
I'm the release on the wind. The water is about 20 below or so. So yeah, it's cold. Climbing that hill. That is by far the most difficult thing I've done up to this point. Sandboarding. Whew.
Come on, Shy!
After the thrills of sand surfing, the Wybrows head out to see one of the undiscovered jewels of the Northland's west coast, the Waipoua Forest.
Waipoua Forest is our last major remnant of ancient kauri trees. These are the largest rainforest trees on Earth, and it's our most diverse forest ecologically in New Zealand. This is a real rainforest, and it's safe in here. Nothing to bite you, no snakes, no alligators.
What is this?
That's a fungus, a tree fungus. It's living off this dying tree.
Is it like a mushroom?
Yeah, a giant mushroom.
It looks like a shelf.
Yeah, well, it's maybe where the elves sit.
Because of the forest's proximity to the coast, Waipoua is considered a temperate rainforest. Many plants, organisms, and animals call this forest home. It also has the largest population of the North Island brown kiwi.
This looks like something's fallen and these are growing off of it.
No, that's the root of a tree.
That's a root? That's a root?
Yeah, and then there's a whole forest growing on the tree root.
Well, why is the root going up?
These trees actually don't grow from the ground. They start on the top of the rainforest and send their roots down to the ground.
Oh, wow, you're kidding. Look at that really cool fern or palm or what is that?
Waipoua is home to a variety of ferns, palms, and one of the largest living kauri trees in the world.
That's it. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
Oh,
It's our tree.
that's your tree. It's beautiful.
Tane Mahuta is the name.
Tani Mahuta, the Maori name for Lord of the Forest, is the largest kauri tree in New Zealand. It stands close to the road and is estimated to be 1,200 years old.
In Maori mythologies, Tane Mahuta is the guardian of the forest. This tree is very special to all New Zealanders. It's a central part of our sense of identity. We relate very much to our natural heritage in New Zealand. It's very important to the local Maori people.
Wow. Holy cow. Look at the knot. Is that ever amazing? It's beautiful. Now, the foliage we see up there, up on top of that branch, is that part of the tree, or is that another one of those sort of symbiotic relationships you were talking about, where there's other plants that join onto it?
There's everything up there. There are trees and ferns. Even the world's smallest orchid grows on the top of this tree.
Oh.
And the plant is only this big, and the flower's smaller than a pinhead. And so up there's a whole forest, a whole ecosystem. You know, there are more species growing in this one tree than in an entire redwood forest.
And that's all natural, it just
That's
happened.
natural.
Rainforest once covered 14% of the Earth. Today, they cover less than 6%. Groups like the Wybrow Forest Trust have created programs where people can help the forest grow.
We've invited the Wybrow family to sponsor a tree here, and they can leave a permanent legacy, something that's going to last for 1,000 years or more.
Can we name them?
Yeah, yep. Meet Davey. Davey's our kaumatua.
Great, Davey.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Davey's born in the forest and cares for these trees.
Oh, great, fantastic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's got good roots. Yeah.
Do we need to loosen these at all?
No, don't loosen it. Now, just put a bit more soil in there. Get your feet on the earth, good girl.
All the way around.
Yeah.
And look, it just looks like it's always grown there.
That's great.
Leaving a piece of themselves behind in the Northland, the Wybrows are off to experience New Zealand's even more stunning significant other, the South Island. Though it's only a 15-minute trip across the Cook Strait, the South Island has an identity all its own, from incredibly diverse climates and scenery to its reputation as the birthplace for the Kiwis' love of extreme adventure. The Wybrows' first stop, the small township of Kaikoura, located on a rocky peninsula next to the coast. In recent years, the town has become a popular tourist destination due to the abundance of whales and other sea life inhabiting the deep waters right offshore. This trip is all about connecting with Richard's tribal origins, so the Wybrow family has come to Kaikoura to meet members of Richard's Maori tribe, the Ngāhi Tahu.
So this is the marae. And this is the Wybrow family. Kia ora.
Yeah, kia ora.
This is
Boris?
Yeah.
Richard?
Richard.
Nice to meet you.
Richard's tribe is Ngāi Tahu, and our tribal, with regards to the land, we take up 2/3 of the South Island. So of all the tribes in New Zealand, we have the largest land mass. We are the 4th largest with regards to population.
The Pōwhiri, or welcoming, takes place on the marae, a sacred open meeting place that serves both religious and social purposes in ancient Polynesian cultures.
O tēnā marae, te ao tāwhito, o tēnā motu Aotearoa, me te ao huri hoki.
You always start off with a proverb or a saying, and then from there you acknowledge the gods, you acknowledge the ancestors, you acknowledge the house, and then the people.
After the tribe accepts Richard's offering, they allow him to enter the marae in peace. One of the distinguishing characteristics of the Ngāhi Tahu are the beautiful wood carvings, which are still made on the premises today.
The trick really is to hit the wood at a good rhythmic pace. That way you control the angle of the chisel head and the direction of the cut.
Do you ever listen to music while you do this?
All the time.
Richard's return to his roots is topped off with a traditional Maori feast. No meal in Kaikoura would be complete without crayfish, a spiny crustacean that resembles a small lobster. This region is well known for its abundance of crayfish. In fact, the town is even named for it. Kaikoura means meal of crayfish in Maori.
Just wanted to say thanks to everybody who prepared the food. It's fantastic, and to the people that served, and thanks to everybody here who showed up. You've all welcomed us so well, and we've really, really enjoyed it. Thank you. You know, this experience is changing me as a person as I start to discover more about my heritage and the way the Maori Ngāi Tahu people interact with each other, like the hongi. It's really pulling me closer to my family, even in the past couple of days. You know, I've always been very close with my daughter and my wife, but you begin to see people in a different way. You see them through new eyes.
Travel safely.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
You can always come home.
Thank you so much.
Okay then, see ya.
Coming up next, a visit to the adventure capital of the world, the intense alpine extremes of Queenstown. Richard Wybrow is reconnecting with his family history in the green hills and teeming waters of New Zealand. With his wife Amy and daughter Cheyenne, he has explored his Maori heritage and experienced the country's natural beauty while luxuriating within the comforts of her finest resorts. Now, the Wybrows are heading south to Queenstown. Set within the snow-capped peaks of the Southern Alps, this year-round adventure resort is built on an inlet on Lake Wakatipu. Though its population is only 10,000, Queenstown's spectacular mountain scenery and outdoor activities attract tourists from all over the world.
But not only that, we've got vineyards, so many vineyards, fantastic wine. I think there's about 150 cafes in this little square kilometre.
This sister city of Aspen, Colorado is a ski town as well, but it's known for much more. Queenstown is ground zero for the Kiwi obsession with extreme adventure sports. Down on the Shotover River, the Wybrow family is about to get a Kiwi-sized dose of the extreme outdoors.
Hi guys, welcome along to Queenstown Rafting. My name is Dino. I'm going to be your trip leader out there today. And we're going to head out to Cascade Rapid, do some wicked little lines there, a bit of a sick little run. And we're going to head you out the back now and hook you up in some gear, so come on through.
Go.
This is the Shotover River. So when you raft on this river, you can see some majestic canyons, some wicked grade 4+ rapids, bit of wildlife, wild goats and stuff running around out there. And just a pretty cool trip. You've got Queenstown Rafting on your chest, knee pads on your knees, and a bum pad on your bum. Then down the stairs, toilets to the left, changing rooms are to the right. W-E-T-S-U-I-T, there's no P in our wetsuit. Okay, that's how we want them back. We're gonna bring the Wybrow family down through the Cascade Rapid at the end of the Oxen Bridge Tunnel. It's the last rapid of our river today, and that's where you're gonna get your shot. Rafting on this river can be dangerous. It is Mother Nature, and we can't turn off the tap. Okay, so it's one of those things that, you know, when you're in there, you're in there.
This fast-flowing 37-mile-long river has rapids at every turn. Today, the water level is 31 cubic meters of water, which is 30 tons of water going past every second. Depending on where you are, you can reach speeds of 20 miles per hour through the rapids. That's enough to make anyone's heart race.
This is pretty crazy. You know, this is the sort of thing that I think normally when I've been boating in the past, we actually took the canoe out and went around it, and now we're actually going to those places that in the past that we'd
tried
avoided.
to avoid. The crazy part is these Kiwis are nuts. I mean, if we were back home, they'd be, oh, the weather's bad, we're not gonna go. And they're like, no worries, mate. Come on, wicked rapids. I'm like, this is awesome. Woo. I'm psyched, this is gonna be fun.
Scary. It's cool being in the raft, and two, you hit that big crash where the water goes in, because from the top to the bottom, it's filled with water, so you're just freezing cold. I do think kiwis are crazy. They're just out of control. They go on wicked rapids, yeah.
After a long day on the river, the Wybrows discovered that Queenstown has some indoor delights as well.
Part of Sofitel brand is to be in a great location, and Queenstown is just one of the most beautiful locations in the world. Out of the 82 rooms, 50% of those rooms which face the lake, and then 50% obviously with the mountain views behind us. They've all got super king size beds. We have a little bit of technology in our rooms. I mean, we obviously have up-to-date plasma TVs, wireless communication throughout the rooms, your own espresso machine. Then moving into the bath experience in the bathroom, you know, we have it's like an ensuite really for our entry rooms. The guest experience is one of the most important parts for us. It's amazing how many times you watch a guest arrive and walk through our front doors at the hotel going 1,000 miles an hour, and then when you see them leave, they're so relaxed that they actually kind of glide through the doors, and then we know we've done our job.
The luxurious Queenstown Sofitel offers some unusual but relaxing amenities.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
We've had such a popular demand in the sense of preparing baths. So what we did is we got the team together and we created the bathologist. We have one of our specialised staff members go into your room, they draw a bath, and we've got 4 different styles. People love it.
Bathology is only one of the in-room spa treatments available. The whole family gets massages, the perfect way to ease the muscles of any extreme enthusiast.
After a crazy and adventurous day, this is the best way to end it, huh?
It's magnificent.
Coming up, the Wybrow family takes the plunge, Kiwi style. And they reach new heights on the outdoor adventure of a lifetime when Trip of a Lifetime returns. New Zealand's diverse climate has inspired a love of the outdoors in the locals. Whether they live near the sparkling subtropical waters of the north or the glacier-bound mountains of the south, the Kiwis are world-renowned for being fearless adventurers and are constantly coming up with new ideas for extreme outdoor fun. The Wybrow family is about to dive headfirst into the signature Kiwi adventure sport.
Look out there now, that's where you're jumping from.
Oh
my God!
Wow, I'm jumping from that.
Sure are.
The origins of bungee jumping stems from the vine divers of Vanuatu, the Pentecost Islands. A.J. Hackett and Henry Van Ash formed the first commercial bungee jumping company right here at this bridge, the Kawerau Suspension Bridge, in 1988. Since then, we've jumped around about 30,000 people a year from this bridge. Bungee jumping's sort of spread around the world. A.J. Hackett Bungee still remains the premium brand and the originators of the commercialism of bungee jumping.
Hello there.
This is the Wybrow family.
Welcome to the home of bungee, folks. Behind me here you see the Kawerau Suspension Bridge. This is the original bungee jumping site.
Wow.
And hopefully today we're going to get you lot off that bridge, experiencing the thrill of bungee jumping, all the emotions that go with it. You a bit nervous?
Yeah,
hey, well,
terrified.
You know, I'm not worried about getting on the bridge or even just getting into the harness. It's the last step, that last moment.
It is the one step that counts. Bungee jumping means different things to different people. The major thrill in bungee jumping is obviously taking yourself beyond your personal boundaries. The adrenaline's going to be coursing through your system, and the real thrill is actually the achievement of having done it. But at the end of it all, it's a story that they've got to tell around dinner tables for years and years to come. Here's our willing participants today. Fantastic.
She's been very quiet on the way up here. She's a little bit scared, I think.
Cheyenne needs a little reassurance, so Richard decides to jump with her.
So what's going to happen, guys, when we get you out to the edge here, yeah? You're going to be like that. You're going to have one arm around each other. Right. Okay? Give the camera a quick wave, and then 3, 2, 1. You can try and push out together. Yeah. And make sure it's smoother ride.
The closer you get the edge, the farther away the water appears to be.
That's it.
All right.
A little bit more, guys. You're going to have one arm around here. Looking up out towards the bridge, guys, and on the count, nice big push. Here we go.
On 5, ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, they lived.
I think it was better us doing it together because now we can share that experience a little better.
It'll be one of the things I have to continue to remember about a trip. The other one would be the child-sized palm-shaped bruise on my ribs right now. That'll have for a couple weeks to remember it too.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like 20 years younger. It's like when you jump 135 feet and you live to tell about it, all those little things you stress about every day kind of don't matter anymore.
From their tumbling fall, the Wybrows are taking off for a bird's eye view on an aerial tour of Queenstown.
Really excited to go up in an helicopter. Looking at the mountains over here. I mean, it's one thing to see from the ground, it's another thing to look down on top of it. So yeah, really thrilled.
I am so excited about going in a helicopter. I've never been in a helicopter.
There we go.
Oh my God! Seeing New Zealand from the air is just surreal. It's beautiful enough just seeing it from the ground, looking up at these majestic peaks.
All right, that's far enough. Oh my gosh.
Oh God, hold on to her, please.
The view from Cecil Peak out over Lake Wakatipu is breathtaking. Richard is starting to feel that he could stay here forever.
You know, it shows you how much there is to the island, you know, that you don't even expect. You know, you're on the beach sandboarding one day and then you're at the top of the mountain the next day.
On the way back to Queenstown, the helicopter makes an unusual stop, landing gently on the top of the snowy Southern Alps.
Oh my gosh, we've landed. Oh my goodness, they found a flat spot.
This is the first time I've ever seen or touched snow.
It is stunning. We're standing right now on a glacier on top of the world. It is really, really cool.
The Southern Alps are home to over 360 glaciers. Two of them, the Fox Glacier and the Franz Josef Glacier, run down through temperate rainforest almost to the sea. They're part of a World Heritage Site that covers much of this part of the South Island.
I can't get over the scenery. It's just phenomenal. Beauty at every turn and different. It's like experiencing 4 seasons in one day.
Coming up,
Very handsome.
an elegant dinner in New Zealand's largest city will finally reconnect Richard with the other branch of his family tree. It's a reunion 20 years in the making, next on Trip of a Lifetime. Richard Wybrow and his family came to New Zealand in search of his Kiwi roots. In Kaikoura, they explored the Maori branch of his family tree with a visit to the Ngāhi Tahu tribe. And along the way, they've experienced some of the most thrilling adventures the North and South Islands have to offer. There's one last stop on their journey of discovery, a place that will reconnect Richard with his past, Auckland. The city of Auckland straddles a volcano field. The 50 volcanic vents give the city its unique geography, taking the form of lakes, lagoons, and islands. The greater Auckland region is home to 1/4 of the country's population. Known as the City of Sails, Auckland's harbor is usually dotted with hundreds of yachts. But tour guide Anna Thomas has prepared another type of marine surprise, especially for 11-year-old Cheyenne.
Now, Cheyenne, knowing your enjoyment and love of marine life, we've got a little treat planned for you now. We are going to go to Kelly Tarleton's aquarium. It's an amazing place. You get very, very close to all the marine life, sharks, stingrays, and all sorts of things. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
Kelly Tarleton's is an unusual aquarium. Not only does it focus on the icy ecosystem of the Antarctic, the aquarium's activities allow for interactive experiences with sea life.
You know, it's funny too because, you know, as we're watching them, they seem to be kind of responding to us being here.
Yeah.
As if we're on display for them.
Yes. Now guys, this is Rebecca. This is Cheyenne and
Hi,
Richard.
Cheyenne. Hi, Richard.
She's your
Nice to
underwater
meet you.
dive specialist.
Stingray Splash allows visitors to have close encounters with the short-tailed stingray, which is the largest stingray in the world. These rays can reach a length of up to 14 feet and weigh as much as 770 pounds. But even a baby can sometimes seem intimidating.
It's daunting at first. They're so big. They're so massive. They're graceful, but you can tell these are, according to the woman we were speaking to, they're like 500-pound creatures, some of them. So you're a little bit intimidated, but it actually comes up to you, and it's almost like, it's okay.
I think this is just really cool because how many kids get to feed stingrays and have them come up and almost cuddle you? It's really funny.
Let's go, sweetheart.
These bottom dwellers feed on crustaceans, shrimp, and other small sea life. They are rarely aggressive towards humans.
I had the best time traveling with my dad. It was just great to spend this experience with him.
More family experiences are still to come, and travel and leisure experts have found the perfect site for a long overdue reunion. Located in the 5-star Langham Hotel, Partington's is considered to be the #1 restaurant in New Zealand.
When you come to Partington's, you experience very much an old world European restaurant, but the style of the cuisine is quite modern European, using New Zealand food.
Dinner here will be the grand finale for Richard and his family. An elegant setting to reconnect with his grandparents, who he hasn't seen since before Cheyenne was born.
I haven't seen my New Zealand family in like 2 decades. And now as this week is winding down and the anxiety is ramping up, I'm excited. This is the best cap off to this trip.
Whilst we've been in touch with him occasionally, it's never been enough. We've always hoped that he could make his way down here. He's the only member of the family outside of New Zealand who hasn't been here.
Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you here.
Right?
Oh, lovely to see you.
Look, there's a
Hi.
Oh, you just like him, you got to love him.
Yes, I am.
Dear.
After 20 years, Richard is finally meeting up with the other side of his Kiwi family, and they're meeting their American great-granddaughter for the first time.
I found myself at one point when we're having dinner this evening just kind of taking a step back and just watching them together. That was really cool to see.
We waited so long to see him, and then to have such a marvellous day with him, and then a lovely evening together for dinner, it's hard to explain, really.
As the newly extended Wybrow family digs into the delicious menu at Partington's, they enjoy reconnecting with each other and forging new bonds.
Here's to us.
Yes, to us.
This trip to New Zealand has just been remarkable. We have memories that we will have forever etched upon our minds. It's amazing.
I've learned so much. I know I'll be back here someday.
As this week comes to a close, I started to feel as though this wasn't an ending at all. That this trip was a reinterpretation of who I am, my history, my roots, my family. And so it feels more like a beginning. This is the new me that's come out of this trip, and a new beginning. And so I'm really interested to see who this new person is.